So it's funny because like I've kind of referred to him as a stretch four in terms of like what he looks like. Like, how does it evolve? You know what I mean? Like, I think we all need to be realistic here. He's not a 2 defensively.
Not anymore.
He's just not.
Not
He's just
anymore.
not.
No.
And offensively, I don't love him at the top of the key with the ball in his hands with 10 seconds or less to go.
That's got to change.
No.
He's not that guy.
Now, do I want him just stuffed in the corner, standing there like P.J. Tucker? Not necessarily, right? Like, he can do way more offensively than that.
Yeah.
But I don't want him dribbling as the shot clock's winding down. That's something I don't want to do. So I'm asking out loud, like, if you want the best version of Klay Thompson this year, what does that look like?
Yeah, I don't know.
Who is he guarding?
I don't know.
Where is he positioning himself?
I don't know. You're asking him to guard force for the first time in his career. He can do it for stretches, but all game long?
So
I don't know what it looks like in his zone. Where do you want him in his zone? Do you want him at the top of the floor? Do you want him on the baseline? I don't know where you need. This is going to be fascinating to see how this plays out with Klay Thompson because there is money on the line. There's a contract year. And Eddie Johnson, it was well said how he broke down Klay Thompson. It's one of his favorite players, but he said, sometimes you just get old. And he's going to have games that turns back the clock and we're like, oh, Klay Thompson. There's the Klay that we all grew to love. But they're not going to come consistently.
Yeah.
So what does that mean for this basketball team? Can you hide Klay Thompson? Because Eddie Johnson said you can't hide on the basketball court. So teams are going to hunt you. Like Steph Curry. But now, when you go to this lineup with Steph, CP3, and Klay, the opposing offense saying, boy, we got options here. We can hunt Steph,
yes.
We can hunt CP3, or we can hunt Klay Thompson.
And this is where it becomes very difficult. And this is where I'm asking out loud, like Moody, Kuminga, I think they have to play a factor as we're talking about this because those guys perimeterally can defend and give you enough offensively. Right. GP2 to me is a niche player. And you're going to use him in a role as a niche player. When I look at Moody and I look at Kuminga, I look at someone who can grow offensively to higher heights than what you've seen from GP2.
I see a couple calls here, and I see a couple texts, and I'll just ask you right away.
Yeah.
Do you believe that Moses Moody's ready to start on this basketball team?
No, not yet. Not yet.
All right.
But I think his role needs to be expanded.
I'm already starting to see that.
Well,
I'm already starting to see that a little bit
what
here.
Do you mean?
So Moses Moody should start.
I think we're a little ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I don't think we're there yet.
Okay.
But is it trending in that way? Can you see it going? Yeah, down the line. I don't think we're there. I'm just let's say the Nuggets. And look, that's the champion right now, the Nuggets. Jamal Murray, KCP, Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon, and Nikola Jokic. Who ideally for you is Klay guarding in that situation? So
Michael Porter Jr.
Okay.
Because he's going to be in that corner. He's going to help around the three-point line. He's not going to be as active.
I would agree. Slotting more toward guarding the three.
Right.
Right? And Michael Porter Jr., a bigger three.
Right.
Not as athletic.
I don't like the activity of Aaron Gordon.
Me neither.
For Klay Thompson.
Me neither.
Boxing him out could be a problem.
Yes.
Him slashing to the hoop. Aaron Gordon is a physical specimen. He's always been an athletic freak. And now that he's found his game and he's coming into his own, last night 15, 7, and 5. Aaron Gordon's been huge. Playing for the Denver Nuggets and playing off of Jokic. So, ideally, Klay's guarding Michael Porter Jr.
All right. Now, when we look at the Lakers right now, and just like hypothetically, you're looking at Austin Reeves, D'Angelo Russell, Taurean Prince, LeBron, and AD. Who's he guarding in that scenario?
Probably Reeves or Prince.
I don't like him guarding Reeves.
Reeves struggled the first half of that series. He did wear down Klay a little bit. I think Klay can handle Reeves, so I really do. Reeves or Prince. I'll take my chances there.
Okay. But do you see where this, I think depending on the matchups, depending on what the other team is presenting, I think his role is going to have to oscillate game to game.
Well, yeah, the days of him guarding Donovan Mitchell, Jamal Murray, they're done.
They're out the window.
Damian Lillard, they're done.
They're not coming
Kyrie
back.
Irving, they're done.
Exactly.
Let's go to Yogi in the Bay. I know I cut Yogi off yesterday because he was start talking about the JETS, Jets. Yogi, the floor is yours. Good morning, Yogi.
Bonte, Shafty, what's going on? Hey, it's okay. It's no hard feelings, man. Hey,
I love you, Yogi.
Jets are, you know what I mean? I love y'all too, but we're going to talk Warriors today, man. We're going to talk
no
Warriors,
Jets,
right?
no Niners. We'll wait for tomorrow.
No, we're going to take the Jets off. We'll wait. We'll wait until next Monday and we'll talk the Jets, all right?
When they had the same amount of losses as the 49ers?
Hey, if they do, I hope you don't take my call, Bonte.
I probably
wait,
won't.
I would like a preview of what that call.
You guys beat,
what would
you
that
guys beat me.
Could you give me a teaser of that call?
Yeah, give me like a snippet of what it would be.
Oh, well, I'm already going to beat you to it and say, are you more concerned about Klay Thompson or Brock Purdy right now?
Oh, man.
That's a good one.
Oh, man.
But
888-957-957.
I say CP and Klay will be better off the bench because they went on like a 12-1, 11-1 run with that second unit with Saric and GP. Start Moody and start Draymond. Let Klay, CP cook with the bench in the second unit.
Interesting. I don't know if Moody's ready to start.
I just don't think it's there yet.
Yeah, I don't know.
You could lose Klay for the whole year.
But Moody's
too.
3-point shot looks really good.
And it's quick.
It's smooth. Can he get up to 35 to 37% this year for the 3-point line?
To me, the defense is where I need him. And the hustle activity plays on a team with a bunch of lumbering, slow, or short old guys. Boy, it's nice that, like, if you injected Kuminga and Moody, not into the starting lineup, but into that top 7, 8 guys, now you've got some juice.
Right.
You've got some athleticism.
You do.
You got some guys that you can say, hey, Moody, I need you to stay in front of this guy, like Jamal Murray, for example.
Right.
They're going to struggle to stop Jamal Murray.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem.
I don't want Wiggins guarding Jamal Murray.
Well, who do you want Wiggins guarding?
I would like, that's where it's Moody and Kuminga taking turns.
But see, Wiggins has to take that job. Wiggins is now in that position to guard those type of players.
Okay.
Jamal Murray. Wiggins has to guard Jamal Murray. All right? He has to.
Because now I think you're looking at a guy like him, dead legs, because I need his offense as well.
Well, you may need his offense, but that's where Curry, that's where Klay comes
true.
into play. Something's got to give. Wiggins has to guard Murray, and he can guard Murray, but he has to. That has to be a given. Every single night, the Donovan Mitchells that we just spoke of, the Damian Lillards, the Lucas, the Kyrie Irvings, that's Wiggins' assignment. He's still the best perimeter defender on his team. I know he didn't show it last night, but he is. And he has to play up to that ability.
I know this is not going to be the most popular take. I'm all about this. And when I look at that starting unit, I think their best version is Dre at the 5 for a couple of minutes to start the game, Looney coming off the bench, and then it forces you the opportunity. If CP3 is coming off the bench, now I've got one of the youngsters can play perimeter defense.
Yeah, I that lineup last night.
I didn't love it.
I didn't love it. I thought it was just a little too small. Let's go to Jonathan in Foster City. Jonathan, what's happening?
You're not getting bigger if Dre's playing the small ball 5.
He's small too.
But it gives me more length in the middle of the court if I put a Moody or a Kuminga into the starting lineup.
Jonathan, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? How y'all doing?
Good, man. What's up?
Rough week for Bay Area teams wearing the color purple. But last night, let's not overreact. I think we've all said a lot. I think what is important to think about is this is a Steve Kerr year. He made an adjustment last night, and he played Kuminga in his closing minutes.
Yeah.
He moved away from his normal rigid cadence. And I'm playing the old guys. I'm playing the guys I trust. He's in contract year too, so it's going to be real interesting to see how flexible he can be this season with this group because they're 10 deep, and that's our advantage right now, and we'll need it with injuries. But a 10 deep team, you got to ride the hot hand, you got to play the matchups, and that is not what he's done. So he went to Harvard of the West, just like I did, University of Arizona. So we know he's a smart man.
Harvard of the West.
Shout out to Wildcats.
I've been out to that campus. It is beautiful.
It is. I do like Tucson. And
that football stadium's cool.
Yeah.
Old but cool.
Well, today we get to the Big 12 and start playing Kansas in basketball. Oh, my gosh. They're going to the Big 12. Baylor, Kansas.
Can you name a couple of their
Houston?
football alums?
For Arizona?
Yeah,
Teddy
I got
Bruschi.
some notables.
Teddy Bruschi.
That's a good one. He's in their Hall of Fame. My favorite video game player of all time, Antoine Cason.
Oh, yeah, Antoine, the quarterback. Who's the quarterback? OJ. They had a quarterback, OJ something.
Well, and then Gronkowski.
Nick Foles as well.
Nick Foles.
I don't remember Gronk at Arizona.
You don't remember Gronk?
I just wasn't watching Arizona football. They're not any good. They've had some down
years.
He
had the back injury the second year.
I remember the coach, Dick Tomey.
Look at you.
Bear down, baby.
Randy Sims.
Do you know Randy Sims?
Wright. How about that one?
Scooby
Wow.
Wright. You know,
now that's
true story.
A name I haven't heard.
When Miami was winning all these games at the Orange Bowl, do you know that Arizona played the Hurricanes?
Arizona being the Harvard of the West is one of the bigger stumpers.
Well, Well, it's not the Harvard or the West.
Yeah.
It's Stanford.
What is? Yeah. Is it Stanford?
Yeah, it's not even close.
Are we sure?
Yes, it's Stanford.
Okay.
They're the Harvard.
I'm
or
just
West.
asking.
Yeah, it's
I'm not smart enough to know.
No, it's Stanford. He was making a joke. But Arizona, early 90s, went down to the Orange Bowl to play the Miami Hurricanes when the Miami Hurricanes were a thing. They missed the field goal, I believe. They lost 9-7 to Miami at the Orange Bowl. I'll never forget this. Look it up. Arizona, early 90s. And they actually, Arizona, too, the football team, look. When Washington was number one, Billy Joe Hobart was suspended for the game or didn't play. He was off the team. They beat Mark Brunell and the Washington Huskies 16-3 at home in Tucson, Arizona to beat the number one team in the country.
From the personal text line, Dave Fleming is chiming in saying, Ortega Jenkins.
Ortega Jenkins. He knew what I was talking
of.
about. Look at you getting a personal text from Flem. Look at the drop there.
Two Mencius cutting it up.
Look at the drop there. Look at the flex. Ask Flemmy. He knows. Look this up. Arizona lost to Miami in the Orange Bowl 9-7. They beat Washington back in those days when Washington was rolling with Don James as head coach, Mark Brunell,
Spadoni.
Mickey Kennedy.
Spadoni. And there concludes our Pac-12 historical moment of the day.
There you go.
I love when you flex.
Hey, no. It's just what I do.
Pretty soon, this is the only place you're going to find it is a history book. So.
Seriously. Encyclopedia Britannica? No, this is Encyclopedia Bonte. Remember when that was a thing? I always wanted that. Not that I would read it.
I miss the Pac-12. I'm going to miss the Pac-12 or the Pac-10 or whatever it used to be, Pac-8. Anyway.